SwoleBenji here. Today we're just going to be doing some thick hide farming here at Boarsholme, which is located in the top of Restless Shore. And it's just a bunch of very thick boars that we can kill over and over and over again. It's a very fun place to farm. And the reason I'm farming the thick hide is because it's worth 25 cents each. And these guys are a great place to farm them because they pretty much endlessly spawn. I don't have to wait. I can just kill boars 1 to 2 at a time, or more if I wanted. And yeah, they're very, very squishy. They don't do much damage to me. And you can see that they deal very little damage. And I'm a very high DPS build, so I can just kill these extremely fast and then skin them. And if I time my evasion before they attack, then they don't do any damage to me. Now, because I can kill them so quickly, that means I can skin them before they can respawn and overwhelm me. This area is known for AoE farming, but it is very early in the morning, and I am on a pretty low pomp server. Right now, there's only 84 people online. This game is in a dying state. It makes me wonder if I should even make videos for the game anymore until it gets a resurgence, but I just wanted to share with you guys. Just out here getting some thick hide. I've only been here for like a couple minutes, and I've already got 1,000. So 1,000 times 25 cents. Not sure the math on that. What would that be? Let's see, 2.5, 25, 250 coins. So I have generated, what, 250 coins worth of revenue already in just a few minutes. So you can see that it adds up. We also get crafting materials. We get pork, which I don't know the price on pork right now. Not really too worried about it. You can just spam pork and spam cooking in any city to raise the territory standing if that's what you're into, to like buy a house in a town that you may not do any quests in or any crafting in. And I do have a musket as a backup, but I don't think I'll need it because the rapier just does too much darn damage. There's no reason to even swap to a gun. I don't need to fight these at a range because I can just left click spam, evade into them so I deal more damage, and then cancel my combo so I can start the combo over. And also, with this little handy dash attack, if I end up killing them with it, it resets so I can just dash again. Very handy, very easy to play. So dash, dash, and that almost killed it. I think if I get 2 crits, it dies. And if it's not hardy. So you'll notice sometimes above the mob's names, they'll have like an affix, or I'm sorry, like this one is brutal. So that means it does more damage. But the other ones will have like slimy, or they have like a little slime slug trail. It makes you slow down when you step in it. Like this one right here. This one's slimy. But he's already dead before he can even act. Alright, and then we're just going to fill up our bags, go back to town, put it in the market, and then we will go and farm something else so that we don't overload the market. You may be wondering, well, is anyone even going to buy anything if your server is dead and it's low population? And the answer is yes. There are plenty of gold dupers who want to stockpile materials or maybe power level something, but they do not have the means to buy out the entire thick hide market. So that is why I am here. And yes, if anyone is wondering, there is still gold. Made a new word, gold. Gold duped. That's what I meant to say. There's still duped gold on the server, on most servers, sadly. That's just the reality of it until until Amazon gets rid of all the duped gold, or I don't know, they do some sort of fix. That's just how it's going to be for a while. And I'm not getting a lot of crits on that fight, but they still die really fast. And then I don't really have to worry about my HP because these animals do drop potions. So I will always be at a potion surplus rather than spending, you know, potions to hang out here. But I also have lifesteal on a ring, so that kind of helps. It's not super strong, but it does help just a little bit. Especially when you do that kind of combo, you heal just a little bit. It's like a, you know, it's like what, 3% or 4% there, so not too bad. Well, I missed my combo. That pig still didn't get a chance to attack though. And I was a parry, but I got 3 infused fangs there. It's pretty cool. And dodge, and dash, and dash, and dash, and swipe. The rapier doesn't have good tracking, unless you're like right on top of them and aiming at them. Kind of sucks, but that's just how it is. How long do you think it'll take to fill up the bags, guys? This is just a little let's play. I'm not really, like, I've shown off this area before. And yes, I could AoE the whole camp down using cooldown resets and riposte stuns, but I'd rather just kill them one at a time and then just skin them because, I don't know, it's just more chill that way, and I've been up all night, and I don't really feel like using a lot of brain power. By the way, the evade is an immunity frame, so you can just time it with the enemy attacks in between your combos, and it will cancel your swings, so you don't really have to worry. You just spam left click and press your evade button when you're about to be hit. I personally do it after the third swipe immediately so I can get more DPS out of it, but whatever you prefer. If you want to play more defensive or if you want to play more offensive, that's up to you. And there you go. If I had the armor perk that allows me to dodge in any direction and keep the damage bonus, I would just dodge like to the side. That way you can get around and behind the enemy for more backstabs, but I don't have that perk. And I don't really need it for this kind of farm anyway. So if I dash into them, it's a slight bonus on the first stab. Also, you'll notice that like a lot of times I'm not being knocked around too hard because I don't know, evasion's weird like that. Like even if you do take damage after an evade, you don't get staggered. I don't know. Like right there, that would stagger a normal player. But for some reason it didn't. And I can't explain why or how that works. But yeah, we're at 2,000 now, so that's 500. See, we're like we could already pay like a medium-sized house's rent for the week, which they actually changed the rental time from 5 days to 7, so good on them. People owning houses won't be as broke as before. I'm still not buying a house though. Don't need them. And yes, I'm aware if I had like trophies, I could deal more damage to these pigs, but it's an insignificant amount of damage. An amount of damage that I wouldn't need, I wouldn't want. It doesn't justify paying 500 a week for, man. Get an epic drop here. I'll go ahead and loot the provision crate. It's just these are just level 40 items, not a big deal. Now the vials of Azov, that's probably the best drop we can hope for. Because they are what, a couple hundred coins? So we've almost made 1,000 coins in what, 7 minutes. Very cool. Now I'm not saying that it will always be this way because it really depends on the market. Like if thick hide is down to it, like at one point in this server's lifetime, thick hide was down to a penny because everyone was here all day killing these boars, but now no one is. No one wants to go back to a level 40 zone because everyone's 60 and farm level 40 beast animals. They just have no reason to do it. Now, you'll notice that I am losing durability on the sword, so that will factor into the amount of profit we make from this. So like right now, if I just want to repair, it is 17 coin. So not too bad. Basically, we just kill a few pigs and we can afford the repair bill. It's not a big deal. Juicy ham hocks, those are really good too, man. Those were selling for 50 the other day. I don't know if they still are. And I don't know who's buying them other than dupers, but hey, I mean, money is money, right? So, something happened recently, actually right before filming this, it really angered me that Amazon did. So everyone that did family sharing, which I did not do family sharing, but everyone that did family sharing, because they disabled family sharing, Amazon gave them a copy of the game on that family shared account. Which I get it, for someone that like legit wanted to play in their family sharing and they can't anymore, it's cool because they can now play and still use the character that they played as. But every gold spammer, every bot, every phishing bot, every chat spammer, chat troll, every bad actor, basically, I hate using that term, bad actor, but that's what they are. Every bad man did the family share thing, and now they just get a free copy of the game. Where's my free copy of the game, right? Like, how about some of us? Give us a gift copy. Give everybody that didn't family share a giftable copy of the game. I would love to give this game to my girlfriend, and she would maybe play it a few hours a week or something with me. I don't know, man. But, like, the player numbers are dwindling. Give us some gift copies to give out, or turn the game free to play. And, let's, you know, add a premium subscription service that you can use the in-game money for, or something. I don't know. You, like, just basically copy Albion Online's subscription service, right? let players play the game, but if they're subscribed, they get 50% bonus to experience. You can give, in this game, you can give them a 50% bonus to luck. You know how many people would go out and farm Orichalcum with 50% additional luck? A lot of people. And they would gladly pay like 10 bucks a month to be able to have that 50% consistent luck bonus, right? You know, give them more faction territory rep tokens, etc. You know, yeah, it's a pay for convenience, absolutely, but the game is in death throes at the moment, man. Oh, Animal Viscera, that's another thing too. So there's a YouTuber named Video Game Databank, and that dude is on top of, he is on the ball with every game that he plays. So go check him out, because he made this awesome video earlier today about how, cause I guess he reads the forums, or he's got really well-informed friends, but like, he's always the first one to break all the cool news, right? And he made a video saying that, like, things like Animal Eyes and Animal Viscera will actually have alchemaic uses in patch 1.06, and that you should go to the market and buy it out. I've always complained in my skinning videos that, like, Animal Eyes don't do anything in the game. And then there's people in the comments, you can go to my old videos and go in the comments, and people are like, yeah, it's used in alchemy, dude, you're just a noob. And it's like, well, the game says it's used in alchemy, but when you actually go to use it, you can't. Well, that's being fixed in the next patch. So he put out a video just letting people know to go to the market and buy it up instantly, because those things were selling for literal pennies. I sold probably thousands and thousands of Animal Eyes since the server started, since the game released, for like 10 cents or less. Well, guess what? They're going to be like 40 to 50 bucks, maybe 10 to 20 bucks whenever this patch hits. So that's a huge cash loss for me, but for those of you that watched this video that far in, then this Animal Viscera that I'm getting from these pigs, you know, they will have an alchemaic use finally in the game, and that's exciting, that's cool. And you should not sell it for pennies because it's technically a useless item. No more. So yeah, his channel is called Video Game Databank, alright? He's got like a little skeleton mascot character, and his thumbnails are all just black screens with text on them. Very efficient, man. Like, I wish I would have thought of that, dude. I love his thumbnails. They're so cool. And I say that as a minimalist, okay? If you're some sort of person that really likes YouTubers with extremely high editing and crap like that, which I'm not. I hate that kind of stuff. Back in the day, YouTube was just people uploading stuff to a website for fun. When the website first came out, it was a dating website. I used it without any success at the time. But yeah, like, that's what it was. But yeah, his thumbnails, super simplistic. They look very easy to make. They got like a little clip art icon on them and stuff. I applaud the dude. Very cool. Oh, man. But anyway, so yeah, we're just out here. We're almost at, we hit 3,000 in what, 13 minutes? It's not bad. I feel like I'm slowing down a bit. I gotta kill these pigs faster, man. That's a 2-shot. There we go. That one was not a 2-shot, but look at that. We're just killing pigs. We just killed 3 pigs in 3 seconds, maybe less. And we're getting the thick hide. We're getting the pork. We're getting the tusks. Getting the claws. The viscera. Viscera. I don't know how to say words, guys. Like, how am I supposed to know how to say words, okay? I didn't make the words. I wasn't, like, that's not what they teach in schools. They teach obedience in schools. Like, if you go against the narrative, if you go against the programming, you get thrown into a cube until you until you beg for forgiveness. I'm not even kidding. That's how school was. If you don't do your schoolwork, or you get in trouble, or you get into a fight, they take you and they put you in a cube. A little cube. It's got a little desk. They give you some schoolwork from the classes you're missing. Sometimes, not always. Most of the time, they don't give a shit. They're just like, they lock you in the cube, and then you're just there for hours. Like you're in isolation. You're in a little isolation prison cell, but it's like a little cube. Not even a pod, you know. How everyone in the future is going to be living in the pods, eating the bugs. Meat will be a treat, you know, that you'll eat maybe very rarely, once a month or something. Yeah, well, that's school. You just get thrown in the pot, in the cube, and they let you out whenever school lets out, or maybe they only put you in there for like 1 class period or something. Most of the time, it's all day. Ooh, another epic. There we go. Kill the big boy. Oh, he's doing his attack and parry. High skill makes the dopamine flow. Yeah, man. What else can we talk about while we farm pigs? So I watched the new Dune movie, alright? And people are gonna probably hate me for this. Don't downvote the video if you disagree. That's not how downvote works, okay? But I did not like the new Dune movie. And let me just give you some context as to why I don't like it, okay? Give me a sec. I gotta stretch. Okay, just a few more stretches, little hand stretches here. While the pig kills me? Okay, cool. We're all stretched up and ready to... We're all limbered up for more pig farming. Okay, so the Dune movie, right? I've never read the books, I've never seen the original movies, and I've never played any of the video games. So I watched the movie as a brand new first-timer introduced to the franchise, to the characters, to the story, all that stuff. And here's why I didn't like it, okay? None of the characters felt like they were natural. They didn't feel like they were human. They didn't feel like they had soul or character. They were just puppets reading a script, you know, and very monotone, very boring. Not a lot of emotion, not a lot of anything, really. Like, it was all stupid and kind of lame. I'm not going to spoil the movie or talk about the plot, because I honestly don't remember it much. Do you remember at what point you get your first bag at? No, I don't. Sorry, someone messaged me in the game. No idea. I don't remember things, okay? I have bad memory, I'm sorry. But anyway, so the characters did not have, like, I didn't care. I think one of the characters' names was Paul, and I don't remember any of the other character names, okay? Like, there's a doctor, there's like an Asian doctor dude, and he just like feels up the main character to give him a physical. There's like a dude that pilots a little mosquito helicopter thing. There's the dad, the mom, some priest lady, and then there's like, I don't know, there's like a bad guy. There's like a bald, fat bad guy. I don't remember the name. I don't remember why he's a bad guy. Maybe he's not a bad guy. Maybe the main character's the bad guy. I don't know. I don't really, like, I paid attention to it. I literally watched the movie while I camped a rare spawn in the game. And, it was just, like, I don't know, like, it's hard to explain, but in these movies, the characters aren't interacting with each other, or they don't feel human. Like, they're not speaking as if, like, someone would speak to, like if I walked up to someone at a retail store and asked them, hey, can you tell me where the canned beans are? You know, like, if it was a movie, it would be like, hey, I am in search of the canned beans. And then the employee would be like, the canned beans is quite a journey. Aisle 17, left side. May your journey prosper. And, like, that's stupid. I mean, yeah, they try to make it poetic or epic or something, but that's not how people talk to each other. You don't go up to your mom that you've known for your entire, like, life, okay? And then speak to her in some kind of weird fucking way. It's so stupid. You'd be like, hey, Mom, what's up? What's for dinner? How are you today, mother? You know, not, oh, my training with the swordsman, mother. It was... Brisk. Lipton Brisk. What happened to Lipton Brisk? Is that a drink? I don't remember. I don't... like... I'm just trailing off because that's what happens when you farm boars in this game. You just kind of lose your brain. You just lose your mind. But guys... think of it like this. Like take a Quentin Tarantino movie. The characters just kind of bullshit with each other. Right? They're in a car. They're talking about eating Big Macs or whatever. Royale with cheese. You know, it's natural. It's like something that a human would say to another human, right? It's not like something that you would see on a weird, like, Broadway musical screenplay. Like, take any modern Disney movie. Take any of the new Star Wars movies. Like, the characters don't... They're not talking to each other. They're talking at each other. It's hard to describe, but it's soulless. It's boring. I don't like it. Movies need to stop doing this crap. They need to like humanize their damn characters more, okay? Squid Game, that's a good one. If you've seen Squid Game, which is a show, not really a movie, the characters are very human, okay? I didn't watch the dub, I watched the sub, because I couldn't find the dub, alright? And, like, the characters are very human in that. They're very expressive, they talk to each other, they interact with each other as someone actually would in the real world. Mostly, sort of. They're not trying to, like, make every single word be, like, some weird, memorable catchphrase, frickin', I don't even know what to call it. Just, it's cringe. And yes, I know there's people in the comments that complain that I stay on one topic way too long, or I repeat the same thing 10 million times. Well, too bad, that's what happens when you're basically an antisocial hermit with no friends that doesn't interact with anybody, and you just sit by yourself in front of a computer and talk to just the microphone and stuff, okay? You can't expect someone like me who has detached himself from all civilization, society, and people in the real world to be able to formulate sentences and move on from subjects in a normal manner, okay? If you want normies, then go to a football game or a sport game, whatever sport you watch in whatever country you're in, okay? Sports are stupid. Alright, like, sports are just, like, unless you're playing the sport, what's the point, okay? Like, okay, I get it. Maybe you make friends playing the sports. It didn't work out for me. I just made enemies, okay? When I played sports as a kid, you know, like, everyone just hated me. So, like, it was completely pointless. It's like, I have to show up to these ball games and then play with these people who hate my guts because I'm the poor kid and they're all the dumb rich kids, but I'm on the team because I'm stronger than them and faster than them. Wow. Real fun that is, carrying a team of rich kids who are too pristine and upper class to do any, like, heavy lifting or, you know, build ghettofied muscles as a teenager, right? It's... Yikers, dude, man. It's just... It gets so tiring, and I need to salvage all this stupid armor I've been looting so that I can make more room for more thick hide. Alright, guys. But yeah, like, unless you're, like, as an adult, unless you're being paid to do sports, or you're getting an actual good workout from it, or having a social life, then you shouldn't be into sports, sitting on the couch and watching your team, quote-unquote. Hate that so much, because, again, I worked retail, and I would always hear about the local sports team and how good they did or how bad they did, and I would actually have to write schedules based around if the sport team won or not, or if they lost, okay? So if the sport team is doing good, sales were up, more people would shop at the stores, and I would have more hours to allocate to employees. But if sports team did bad, if sports team was on a losing streak, people got pissed and they didn't go out and shop. I don't know what they did or where they spent their money because of a losing team, but it made no sense. It was like, your life is not dictated by the actions of some rich sport guys that are, you know, hand-selected by these college scouts to, you know, play a sport game once every couple weeks and make millions of dollars, right? These people aren't your idols. Yeah, I mean, they may be strong or fast, but that's it. You know, like... But these normies, they would be so they would, like, go crazy. Oh no, my sport team lost a sport game that I won't care about in 10 years. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna wear their jerseys and get all butthurt. I'm gonna bitch out the cashiers and call the manager. I'm gonna call SwoleBenji up here and bitch at him because prices are too high, because my sport team lost and it's all your fault because the prices are too high. I don't make the prices, dude. That's corporate, man. Here's the corporate number. Go sport team. Yeah. Where's your jersey at? Oh, I'm sorry. My dress code says I have to wear a shirt and tie. I'm not allowed to wear the sport jersey unless corporate says on Fridays I can wear the sport jersey. It's not Friday, it's Tuesday. Sorry about that. And I never wore the sport jersey. And then corporate would, you know, make surprise visits to the store and they'd be like, "Why aren't you wearing your sport jersey?" And it's like, I don't watch sport. I don't care about the sport. I'm not paying money for the jersey, you're not gonna buy the jersey for me. And they're like, you're not a team player, you're blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you can't force me into these sport hobbies that I don't care about. Do you care about Korean StarCraft? They're like, what is that? No, we're not Korean. And I'd be like, well, it's the same thing. Are you into wrestling? And they'd be like, no. And I mean, I'm not into wrestling either, but the point is, society just like bends the knee to sport games, and it's cringe. It's absolutely cringe. All right. And if you just watch the sport game and you don't participate in the sport or get paid, why are you doing it? Seems like a wasted waste of time. All right, we're killing pigs here. We're getting big pig kills. And yes, I am like hiccuping in the middle of this, because that's what happens when you have massive heartburn from eating just nothing but chicken breasts and broccoli and chugging lots of water and still being hungry. Yeah, so that's what happens, man. And I tried some new spices on chicken to try to, you know, make it taste better, right? And oh god, I am so weak to spice. Just can't handle it, man. Just a bottle of Mrs. Dash? Too spicy! It's not even labeled spicy on the damn bottle, but it's spicy to me. I don't... Dude, I ate some mac and cheese, and that was spicy. It's cheese. It's mac and cheese. Why is it spicy? There's literally nothing in the ingredients that make it spicy. I don't understand. What happened? But yeah, sports, man. Look, I get it. You want to be strong and fast like the sport guys, right? Well, then hit the gym and play for a local team or something, man. You'll just... who cares if they win or lose? It's not like you're playing. It's not like you lost, you know. And then they paraphrase it like, oh, we lost last night's game. We lost. It's like, I wasn't playing. I didn't lose. And a lot of the times, like, people just come up to me, I guess because of my physique, and they just expect me to know what the hell they're talking about, dude. They're like, did you see on the 49 line that the 30th quarter of the 27th inning that they passed the sport ball and kicked the goal of the field, the home run? And I'm like, no, because I'm not into sports. And then I can ask them some cringe question like, did you see what Asmongold talked about the other day? And they're like, who is that? And I'm like, yeah, exactly, dude. I don't watch your stuff. You don't watch my stuff. I don't really... Sorry, Asmongold, I don't really watch you, man. I don't have time, dude. Alright? I mean, yeah, your vids show up on the front page of my YouTube for some reason, and, I don't know, man. I don't play well right now, man. Maybe if you made some New World vids, I might check them out. But anyway. I know he watches my vids, so it's kind of... I feel bad. Okay, I feel bad. Not being able to return the favor and watch his stuff. He's got plenty of people watching him anyway. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Maybe one day, but... Anyway, the point, yes, this is stuff I would tell people. This is not something that I sit here, you know, and think about. When random ex-customer would talk to me when I worked in a wagey job, you know, about sport game, I would literally just make them feel bad about talking to me about sports. And the reason I did it is because I was allowed to. I would hope that they would fire me at some point because I hated working that job. But also, once they learned that I don't give a fuck about sport games, they would stop talking to me about it. And, you know, when you have, like, over 10,000 customers a day, you know, after a finite amount of time, eventually they will all get the damn idea to stop talking about sports to me. Okay? Like, and, I don't know, is it the simplicity of the game that they like? Is it the sportsmanship? Is it the athleticism? I never understood the appeal. Even as a child, I was never appealed to sports. I would watch, like, football as a kid, and to you guys, you might think of it as soccer. You know, the footy ball, the one that you kick into the goal. And, you know, as a small child, I was like, I wanna be a football player, or soccer. I'll just call it soccer, because everyone that's watching this is American anyway. I want to be a soccer player, and then my parents would be like, no, you're not going to play soccer, that's, you know, people from our neighborhood don't play that, right, and, it's like, well, why not? I don't care, I want to do it anyway, and then you know, they just wouldn't let me do it. But then again, what they didn't tell me is that all the gangs played soccer, right? All the really hardcore crime families that, you know, they pretty much had a big control over that. So really, it was more so because I was very troublesome and aggro with everybody, and they were afraid that I would piss off some, like, I don't know, the parents of some some kid, you know, and then their parents being literal mafiosos or criminals, gangsters, whatever, that they would come after me and my family, which is really dumb. It's like, okay, that's another thing too, is like, you know, when parents get mad at sport ball games, like you have those parents that go to little league games and they just scream at the refs or whatever because, oh, that's not a foul, that's not an out, that's not a tackle, whatever, right? You get the idea. Oh, we're almost done farming. Wow, I got distracted. Yeah, we're almost out of here. Oh wait, no, I gotta salvage the armor. Let's do that real quick. I'm not even gonna look at the stats because it's too low level to care. You know what? I should probably repair all and then do it so that I can get my repair parts back. There we go. And that's going to free up a lot of weight. And then let's reload that gun a little bit. Drop the mana potions. We don't need them. Just don't need them. Whoa, boar. I'm sorting my inventory. Back the heck up. There we go. We freed up some inventory space so we can keep the video going just a bit longer. We're at like 30 minutes in. Making some good coin here. Getting some good stuff. All of it's going to eventually sell on the market. And yeah. We were talking about sport ball and how annoying it is, right? This is just a sport ball rant video. I don't know what to title this. Like what? Thick hide farming? Thick. I like 'em thick. Thick hide. Right? Irate boar. Why are you irate boar? What do you rate yourself? Over here we have the sleepy boar. Even though they're not laying down, they're just standing up. Do boars sleep standing up like horses? I don't know. But yeah, the parents at sport ball games would get brutal and just angry, man. I always got into fights at sport ball games. Like, and it sucked because like the kids would always wait until like everyone is around to hit me so they can like hit me real quick and then like run away before I could either react or I'd have to chase them down and fucking pound the shit out of them. And I'm still seething to this day. Okay, let me explain a thing about sport ball, like, people, right? When I did the sports, so to speak, we also had to do this little... It's not really a charity thing. It's more like a pyramid scheme or a slave labor for children, in which case I had to go around and sell, like, candy bars that had, like, the sport team stuff on it to just random people. And the more candy bars I sold, the prizes, I could unlock prizes. I didn't get any of the money. Like, I didn't get any share of the money of the candy bars I sold. And I think back then the candy bars were just $1 or something, right? But yeah, and they're really thin candy bars. Hold on, let me kill this boar. And so I was like the best salesman child ever. Okay, because I would just ask everybody. I was just like a little autistic child, you know. I didn't care. I didn't fear anybody. I was just like, well, you want to buy a candy bar? And they'd be like, yeah, sure. Hell yeah, dude. And so I outsold all the other kids. I unlocked the grand prizes, right? Which at the time, it was just like a name brand sports bag. I really wanted that sports bag. I super wanted it. And I sold enough candy bars. I think I've told this story before in a WoW video. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself to all my hardcore loyal fans that's been here for like 2 years. But I sold enough candy bars to earn that damn sports bag. Okay? And we were to receive our, you know, prizes at the end of the season, in which case they chose after the All-Star game. Okay, so the team I was on, we were like the champs, and we had like an All-Star game or whatever. I forget what it's called, but essentially it's like you fight the second best team after everything is all finalized, just kind of as a like an encore game, I guess, scheduled at a later date with all the best players. Because I was up there, I was pretty good. And and then after the game, they're doing the awards ceremony, and this is when they were going to hand out the prizes. One of the kids whose dad is one of the coaches just attacked me in the middle of the awards ceremony. Like, I go up and I get my little trophy, and I go back to the field to kneel down with the rest of the team, and the kid just throat punches me, dude. Just like, he just walks up and throat punches me out of nowhere. And, you know, I'm just a kid. I don't have, like, ghetto awareness. I don't have situational defensiveness. I'm not, like, a scarred prisoner. You know how people, when they get out of prisons, they, like, hover over their food trays and, like, out in public? Like say you go to Chick-fil-A and you get, like, a little tray of food and you sit down. Well, when I sit down in public, I have, like, my arms just, like, around the tray so that no one can even get close to it to touch the food. And I'm, like, looking around my shoulder constantly like a paranoid, like, homeless dude, so that no one messes with the food or touches it or grabs anything. You know, it's that kind of thing. I've never been a prisoner, okay? But I still have that same mindset as to, I have to know where everyone around me is and what they're doing and where their hands are, and if they're looking at me, or if they're looking in my direction, if they're looking at objects I'm interacting with. I am constantly aware of all these things, and it drives people crazy. Like, I can just be like, in a retail store's parking lot, walking to the store, and I am looking at every single car that is parked to see if there's people in there waiting to jump out and ambush me. I'm looking around to see if anyone is, like, looking at me in a funny way or not, in case they're thinking of, like, robbing me or attacking me or whoever I'm with. I'm constantly looking at everyone in every line and just down, like, the shopping aisles to see if someone is either planning something against me or trying to shoplift or whatever. And I'm just a random dude, you know, in a store, right? And anytime I'm with anyone, like my girlfriend, or just, like, back when I had friends and stuff, they would be like, dude, like, fucking lax up, dude, relax, it's chill, man, everything's cool. And I'm like, you don't know that. Someone could walk right around the side of this aisle, gun drawn, and you wouldn't be ready. You would get blindsided by it, but I would be ready. So anyway, as a child, I did not have this paranoia, this awareness. That's what I call it. I call it being aware. And so yeah, he was able to just walk straight up to me and just give me a good old throat punch, just because it was the last time this kid was ever going to see me, and he hated my guts, and he just had to get a hit in. So he does it, and this is in the middle of an awards ceremony, right? There's like adults on intercoms talking about how we won and all of our merits and crap, and like all the parents are just like, oh my god, did that kid just punch that other kid? And and I'm sitting there choking because it's a literal throat punch. I've never been throat punched at that point, so I don't know what the heck to do. I'm sitting there choking. I took the hit. And then this kid has already, like, fled the field. He has bolted it. And so I get up and I start running after him, dude. I freaking hauled my butt off, and I am over encumbered. So I gotta fix that before I get surrounded. What can we... Oh, we can salvage. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And I haul after him, and he, like, trips down a mountain into some brambles, in, like, some thorny bushes, right? And I run down the mountain. I don't trip, and I get to him, but he's in the bush, and I, like, rip him out of the bush and start beating the frick out of him, right? And then the adults pull me off, and then my parents are, like, freaking out, because this is a rich kid, okay? And he is bloodied, and he's not even... I mean, he's conscious. He knows he's getting beat up, and he knows what he did. But he is bloodied up from the bushes, the thorny bushes, right? He's all cut up. He's bleeding everywhere. I think I knocked a few teeth out, is what they said. But my parents are just like, oh crap, this is bad. And then they just yoink me and they flee. They just leave, right? Because, well, I mean, I'm a child and they're responsible for their child, right? But they just get the heck out of there. And I never got my sport bag. And I got bugged my parents for years. I'm like, where's my sport bag? I worked for, like, what was it? I worked for weeks to earn that sport bag. And I didn't get it. I never got the sport bag. I don't know the name of the coach, because he was supposed to hand that shit out, and it's his kid that hit me. He hit me first. So I beat the crap out of him. Of course I did. You don't just get to throat punch me and get away with it. Friggin' butthole. Oh, I'm fully... My bags are full, huh? Yo, pig. Back up. Back up, pig. So we got some restless shore standing. Oh, and this is my campfire here, just in case I died. Also, you can rest. But yeah, never got that sport bag. And nowadays, now that I'm an adult, you know, the sport bag was probably worth $40 at the time, and it's like, it's $40. I'm still mad, though. If I ever learned the name of that coach or that kid, I would literally go there as an adult and be like, where's my sport bag? I earned that sport bag, give me my sport bag. And I would just troll them in real life. I would find out where they... I'm not going to talk too much about that, okay? But I would not give up until they made amends, okay? Because I'm just an innocent kid, okay? I never attacked anyone physically. Maybe I talked some crap. Maybe I talked some smack, you know. But they just thought because I'm the poor kid, they can just wail on me and nothing will happen. Well, that kid hopefully learned his lesson, not to attack people and throat punch them. I learned the lesson of don't let my guard down ever in front of people that I think are my teammates, because they might just randomly punch me. I have been randomly punched so many times. I've told this story before too, but my very first day of kindergarten, I opened the door to the classroom, and the kid, like, because the doors were, I don't know why this person had to let me in. I guess the doors were one way. Because I couldn't open it from the outside. But the kid that opened the door, he just took one look at me, punched me right in the face. In kindergarten. And, I think at the time, I didn't have, like, a sense of right and wrong, or, you know, fight or flight or anything. And the punch didn't really faze me, I guess. Because I had some beatings before that, so it's not like, pain was like... I was like a Spartan child, you know? It's like, the children are beaten, starved, and... thrown into the cold. Seriously, man. But yeah, people just look at me and they just punch me. I guess I have that punchable face, even as a small child. But yeah, anyway, guys, let's look at the loot. 7,888 thick hide at 25 cents each. Let me do a little I got a calculator out, and times 0.25. So we just made 1,972 coins. In 40 minutes. That sucks, dude. 4 Visceras. I had some of this crap looted on the way here. 653 porks. These are worth, like, anywhere from 5 to 10 cents. I don't know what ham hocks are. They're probably a couple bucks. I don't know, man, but I hope you enjoyed story time or whatever this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, I'm gonna use my in recall. Oh, if you're wondering why the map isn't completely yellow, it's because the guild I was with quit because the game is dying, and the new guild I joined who inherited a lot of this stuff, decided that they just want to give away territory to purple to be nice, and so that they don't quit, which is very beta of them to do. I don't agree with that choice, but it's whatever. I mean, I don't see the game lasting much longer anyway. I'm going to use my in recall, which is not owning a house, and I'm going to sell it in Everfall. And by the time I go out and farm something else, it's going to be another hour has passed, and then I'll be able to use the in recall again, and I'm not paying any rent, so me. Anyway, guys, that is whatever this video is. I don't even know anymore, okay? And this is this innkeeper has a dumb name. Osai Kamau. Like, just stop it. Stop it with the dumb names. Does this NPC have a dumb name? What's his name? Balin Clark. There we go. See, this guy's alright. He's got an okay name. Anyway, leave a like and a comment. Do both. It's an algorithm cheat code, YouTube combo. You know the drill. If you've never seen a video of mine before, if you do both, it helps out the video immensely. And then if you start interacting with other people who have left comments and talk to them, apparently that's an even bigger combo, which I don't know the point values of that. 81% of you aren't subscribed. I have a little thing that tells me how many people watch these vids that are and aren't subscribed, and 81% aren't. Okay, that's crazy. I know this showed up in your algorithm, front page, whatever thing. Just hit subscribe. You know, maybe one day I can live a normal life where I'm not constantly getting punched in the face by random people and stuff, or whatever. I make a video every day, so I will see you in tomorrow's video. Maybe I'll make videos of other games, because this one's not working out. Take care, guys.